capturing motion isn't the finish line. One paper maps where motion capture accuracy holds up and where it doesn't. The other shows that even where it holds up, reaching a clinically useful number takes another modeling step. Neither paper treats motion capture as the end product. One synthesizes evidence on where a popular markerless system's kinematic output can and cannot be trusted. The other takes lab-grade marker-based kinematics as an input and layers a biomechanical simulation and a machine learning model on top of it to reach something clinically interpretable, an estimated ligament load. Read together, they suggest measuring movement accurately is necessary but not sufficient, and that each added inferential layer carries its own separate uncertainty. Pooling evidence across 51 studies rather than reporting one new validation, this review's picture of OpenCap's accuracy is uneven by design. Sagittal plane, lower limb, steady tasks like walking and squatting come out well, while jumping, upper limb, and multiplanar movement show larger and more variable error, and most of the underlying evidence still comes from healthy adults rather than clinical or pediatric populations. That unevenness matters for what follows in this group. A badminton lunge is neither steady nor purely sagittal, so whether a markerless system of this kind could have captured it with confidence is an open question this review does not directly answer, since the next paper instead used lab-grade marker-based capture. This study starts from exactly the kind of gold standard input the previous review used as its comparison point, marker-based motion capture, here paired with force plate and EMG data from 237 amateur badminton players, and still cannot measure anterior cruciate ligament loading directly. Instead, it passes the kinematics through a musculoskeletal simulation to produce a model-estimated load, then fits several machine learning models to that estimate, with XGBoost explaining roughly 91% of the variance and pointing to insufficient knee flexion, a quadriceps dominant muscle balance, and foot positioning as the largest contributing factors. Because the outcome variable is itself a simulation output rather than a directly measured force, and because the sample performed an isolated lunge rather than in-game movement, how these particular risk factors would hold up during live play or in elite athletes remains untested here. Across both papers, accuracy is not a single number attached to a device but a property that shifts with every added step, the movement being measured, the plane it happens in, and whether the final output is a directly captured kinematic value or a simulated biomechanical quantity built on top of it. That layering is not a flaw unique to either study. It may be close to unavoidable for any system that wants to go from raw motion to a clinically meaningful risk estimate, but it does mean a reported accuracy number from one layer should not be read as describing the layers built on top of it.